My major in graduate school, by the time you get to graduate school as a geoscientist, you are majoring in geology. There are many, many subfields within geology. My thesis topic defined basically what I majored in, for want of a better word, and it was carbonate stratigraphy. Carbonates are limestone rocks. They're made well, they can be made or created by nature in one of two ways. Carbonate material can actually settle out in very, very deep water as a function of pressure and depth and the amount of calcium carbonate available in the seawater to settle out. The other way that those rocks are formed is from the shells of animals, shells of clams and mussels and snails and all sorts of little animals. So I studied those kinds of rocks, and that essentially is what I majored in, carbonate stratigraphy. The factors that made my study so interesting was, to me anyway, was that the rocks that I was studying were responding to changes in the depths of the ocean at the time those rocks were laid down. And the depth of the ocean was managed or governed by the mountains that were being pushed up as the continent of Africa banged into the continent of Europe. So the title of my thesis reflects that, and I won't take you into it because I trip over the pronunciation sometimes, but basically it was a documentation of the changes in sea level and the way the rocks were laid down as those two continents banged together and came apart, and how I looked at the rocks and how I decided where the sea level was and how I decided how the rocks were going to look, and whether or not those rocks had any potential for hydrocarbon deposits, because people are always interested in that.